everybody. It's a pretty nice day out today. Kind of cool, but sunny and not bad. So I thought it might be a good time to clean up a little more around the sawmill shed. As you may have seen in my last video, my brothers had come out and helped, and we cleaned up that big pile of sawmill slats, all those drops. And you know, it's how we do. We recycle everything. So that got used for my younger brother. He got like 5 rick of wood out of that, so that was good. And I got some help cleaning up, but now I'm kind of motivated a little bit to do a little more cleaning. And I got a pile of logs I'll show you here in a minute that's been sitting over there in the woods since I cleared here for the garden, which has been like 8 years ago. So I thought today might be a good day to tackle that, get a little bit of cleaning up done around the sawmill since it's kind of the off season. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, this is the area where all the sawmill slats were piled, and as you can see, they're mostly gone now. So I thought I'd kind of clean this area up. This is the pile of logs that I actually stacked here when I was clearing for the garden about 7 or 8 years ago. So they're pretty well done. I'll put the forks on the tractor and load those up and throw them in the ditch there for burning. And I got some splitting of wood to do over here. I got quite a few projects, so I think I'll get started by putting the forks on the bucket of the tractor and starting to move some of these logs out of here, so I got some room to work. As I'm scooping up these old logs, I'm trying to leave as much of the dirt as I can. As you can see, it's basically a lot of this is just turned to almost dirt soil, and there's a lot of good microorganisms in there from the leaf mold and such. So as I'm scooping up the logs, I am trying to save as much as the dirt here as I can and just getting rid of the logs. I would leave them if they were just out in the woods, but they're kind of in the way here. So I'll do that, and then we'll see how much of that beneficial soil we can get from there, and we can use that in our garden then. I think what I'll do next is scoop up a pile of this so I can kind of see what I'm into over here, and I'll throw that on the mulch pile for the garden. That'll be really good for the garden. Okay, looks like we've got all the logs out of here finally, but there's a lot of that rotted log dirt here. And what I have is the auger on the back of the tractor right now, so I'll have to switch implements, and maybe the rock rake would be the way to do it. Pull some of that out and throw most of it on the mulch pile. There's some of that in there is still bigger chunks of wood or rocks, so we'll have to clean that out as we go. But this part of the project is almost done. And then of course I've got all the wire cages for tomato cages. I've got some rabbit hutch cages over there. I've got a little ways to go, but we'll continue on, see what we can get done. There we go. That should work for another year. That's the best way I've found of doing it without buying an actual stand. Of course, when you're doing anything with the tractor, especially if you're alone, you really need to take your time, think through what you're doing. I probably don't always do things the safest way, but don't follow my instruction. You really need to take your time, read the manuals, see how you're supposed to do it. Like I said, anytime you're messing with a tractor, you can get seriously hurt or killed. So just keep that in mind and be extra careful. Well, everybody, I'd say we got quite a lot done here. It's looking a lot better than it was. There were a lot more logs in that pile than I thought, and I said they'd been there probably about 8 years. So that's nice to get all that cleaned up. Plus, we got a bunch of mulch in the garden. We got a pile of logs there that need to be burned. I still have these wire cages I need to clean up. Some of them are good. That's just kind of where I keep them on the off season. But a lot of that stuff is not. And any of that that's metal that is no good, that does not go to waste either. That'll go to the recycler to get recycled. I've got kind of a mess over here. I need to finish splitting some wood. So we aren't out of projects around here yet. There's seldom are you bored around here. So anyway, I'd say that was a pretty good accomplishment. Well, everybody, I appreciate you joining me today. We got a pretty good amount accomplished. There's more parts to this project. If you think of it, if you could subscribe and hit the bell notification, so when I do upload a new video, you'll know. Got some plans coming up. Kind of stick with me. I got some ideas coming up, and I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. So till then, I hope y'all have a good week, and I hope to see y'all down the trail.